Welcome to Trauma Recovery Anonymous. My name is Richard and I am your host. In the last episode, I've been offering free healing events, and these are continuing every Tuesday. If you'd like to book one, please do so. I understand for many of you the idea of offering a healing event for past trauma memories and the PTSD, depression and grief caused by them can be very challenging to accept the concept that you can be healed in less than an hour. I get that. It doesn't make sense. Many of you have had these conditions for weeks, months, years, even decades. And for somebody to come out of the blue and say, I can heal you in less than an hour is quite challenging. The truth is the healing event only takes 30 minutes. This is all about you taking on this healing event. You know by now no one's able to fix you. It has to be you yourself, an inner job. So over the coming weeks, I'm going to share the first half of the healing event, which are 4 truths, 1 truth a week over the next 4 weeks, to explain to you, not a case of maybe you should try this or be a good idea to try it, but the reasons why you must do this healing event. That the only way you can be restored to sanity is if you make these decisions, accept these truths and let go of the past. Now, as I mentioned before, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel, please, and share it with as many people as possible. If you want to be notified of when these events are coming up, please do so. And here's the first of the 4 truths, the cornerstones to your recovery. Get your hands on a notebook, like a child's notebook, and open up in the middle and pick 2 pages, 2 blank pages. On the left, you're going to write about your inner child, the younger aspect of you who suffered the event. On the right-hand side, you're going to write about you in the present. So again, at the top, you'll write, so for his side, you write the past or past. And on your side, you write present or the present. And then under the present, you write your name and your age today. So for myself, I am Richard, I'm 62 years of age. And then on the inner child, the younger aspect, he is 12-year-old Richard. If you're a veteran and you write that you're 60 years of age today, maybe it's the 18 and 19-year-olds who enlisted in the army, and so on. You differentiate between who he is all those years ago and who you are today. And then I'd ask you to also include a photograph. You have a photograph of him at that age and a photograph of yourself today. And that's basically the foundation to this healing, okay? And then under this, you're going to put in information about yourself today and information about your younger self all those weeks, months, or years ago. So for myself, I'm married to my wife. We have 2 teenage children and we live in Thailand. And then on young Richard's side, I put down young Richard lives at home with his parents and his siblings. And then I go back to my side, both my parents are dead. And on his side, young Richard's parents are very much alive. And on my side, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And young Richard has 3 brothers and 2 sisters. And you keep putting this information in about who you are today and who that younger aspect of you is. And you take the photograph, look at the photograph. I'm like an old man, I'm 62 years of age, I've got grey hair. And I look at my younger self and he's got this bush of brown hair, brown curly hair. And so on. You put this information in until you get a clear picture of this is who I am. This is where all my power is in the present. What happened in the past, it didn't happen to me. It happened to this younger aspect of me. So keep putting in as much information as you have to help you separate and differentiate from that younger version of you. And when you experience that light bulb moment of the realization of that you are not the past and the past didn't happen to you, then we're able to create the first of the formulas for this healing event. So on the younger aspect of ourselves, we write, my younger self, this 12-year-old child, suffered a traumatic event which caused him a loss of innocence. And then on our side we write, I'm carrying the memory of what happened to that younger child, and I made the mistake of carrying his loss of innocence, which is not mine. And that's this first foundation stone for your healing event. We come to realize that we're carrying something that isn't ours to carry. We have a memory bank in our minds, and every experience we have from the day we were born are held in that memory bank. But with this memory, we've made the mistake of bringing the details of it into the present. What happened to that child, we've brought into the present as being our own, but it would never happen to us because we're only in existence in these 24 hours. that loss of innocence was never ours. And when we can get to return that loss of innocence back to its rightful owner, to our younger self, we're free of it. When we do the healing event, we experience this sensation in our body where a release comes into our body mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The past is gone and we're free of it. My name is Richard Tierney. This is Trauma Recovery Anonymous. One thing I would say to you, if you'd like to attend this and you're never coming on your own, maybe invite your therapist to join you when you book your place, and maybe have one place for both of you, or you're in a support group or a 12-step group, invite some of your friends to come along and do it with you. Thank you very much for joining me today.